Welcome to Coding for Lawyers. I'm Wes Oliver. I'll be one of your two teachers. The other will be Morgan Gray. We're very excited to have you along for this ride. Some of you may be wondering why exactly it is you're taking this class. And that's a perfectly normal reaction. With this class, we are looking at ways in which computers give us access to vast amounts of data. The implications for that ability is not yet fully realized or even close to realized for law. We will start to examine some early legal applications of big data and computer science in this class, but you really will be on the front lines of this new technological revolution that lawyers have been very slow to embrace. And as a result, you yourselves may make discoveries that will end up changing the way lawyers think about the way they can utilize modern technology to do their jobs, to process the volume of information that they have in, say, a discovery case, or in discovery, or to understand what the law itself is better, or just to do any number of tasks that previously would take hundreds, thousands of man hours. Computers give us the ability to do routine, boring tasks in ways that are remarkably fast. We will learn that computers are actually not smart at all. They're just incredibly hardworking and can do things over and over again that humans don't want to do or would lack the time to ever do in their lifetimes. One of the books you'll see behind me, it's called Automating the Boring Stuff with Python. You will find that that's exactly what computers do. Computers can endlessly go through items and identify characteristics about those items, can compile those items, can draw connections between items that are relatively rudimentary, that in any given 1, 2, 300 cases a human could do. But when you're talking about millions of bits of data, computers can recognize patterns that are beyond the ability of ordinary humans, because we just don't have the ability to do that kind of tedious work for that long. You will enjoy this class. Some of you will find it frustrating at times. All of you will find it frustrating at times. Computer programming is at times things that if I still had hair, I would have long since ripped it out when I go through it and work with a difficult program. You will find that to be a routine experience, but you'll also find the satisfaction of getting it right. There's a real energy to you find when you solve these issues. So what we need you to do for the first class is to get a Gmail account. If you don't already have one, you'll need the Gmail to be able to access something called Colab, which is the vehicle by which we will interact with you and which you will use to program. The lectures are all, the outlines for the lectures are all in Colab, and Colab has the ability to allow you to write code, to run code in this very nice, tight little system that Google has created, but they require you to have a Gmail account to use it. So get a Gmail account, and in the introductory email you received from us, you will see the place where you go to upload that Gmail. So let me tell you about Canvas, which is the learning management system that you'll be using in our class. In fact, in all of your classes now at Duquesne. This replaces Blackboard, and this is the set of modules for our Canvas site. And as you can see, we've offered introductory materials, the syllabus documents to describe for you to how to use Colab, and how to save a document from Colab. You will have to, when you go to Colab, you will need to save a copy and work from that saved copy. You'll not be able to edit the Colab that you have. That's all much beyond anything you understand at this point. But once you get your Gmail account, these documents and videos that you see in this part of the module will walk you through how to get started with Colab. And rest assured, we're going to the first day of class make sure you understand all the mechanics of how to use these items, because we don't want anyone to get bogged down early on. So let's take a look then, like just at week one. Every one of the weeks will be organized like this. There will be a Colab. Colab 1.1 will be the first class of the first week. There will be, you'll open the Colab itself. Actually, I'll open the Colab for you so that you can see what this actually looks like. You'll go to, when you click on that, you'll get to this screen. That will then take you to a link that you'll click on, and then this is the Colab. And as you can see, we'll have PowerPoints in the Colab. Then this is a block of code that you can run and will run. You will copy this Colab into your own system, and you will edit code from there. And that's how you'll turn in your homework. Let's go back to the modules. So this is the homework, works exactly the same way as the Colab. You'll click on that. This is a classic example of what your homework assignments will look like. There will be a set of instructions. In this case, you're to correct. This is the first assignment, so it's actually fairly easy, actually quite easy. You'll go in and correct the lines of code so that they all run. They'll get more complicated as this goes along, but that's how that will work. And then you'll save that and upload it to Canvas. All right, go back to the modules. And then finally, as we get into even the first week of class, you'll see something called data files. You'll want to upload these data files to your computer, create a folder for data files for this class. These are the files we'll be working with in class, and that will allow you to do the work that we're doing. This is actually really pretty simple. We'll walk you through it in class, and that will get you going. So let me stop sharing my screen. Couple final things for the first class. If there are people you'd like to work with, identify those people now and sit with them the first day of class. Half of our work in this class will be group work. You will be working in groups of 4 people, the same 4 people for the entire semester. So sit with them the first day. You are locked into that group. So if you want to work with a particular group, identify those 4 folks and make sure you're sitting together on the first day of class, and that'll get us started. Welcome to coding. Can't tell you how excited I am to have you here. You'll also get some videos from Morgan Gray, my co-teacher. We will both be available to you throughout the entire semester, not just in class. My office hours will be Monday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 4:30. I'll go out and grab lunch, but I'll bring it back and eat it in the office. I'll be around. I'm getting a giant television screen for my office so that you can plug your computer into that, so we can all kind of sit around and work through the problems as you have them, as you're having difficulties with the various projects. You will have some. That will just happen, but we'll get you through it. One final note, we'll talk about this in class again. I can't be too specific about it, but because of the nature of this particular class, that it's something you're unfamiliar with, that you didn't come to law school thinking you'd be judged based on your computational ability. This class, despite its size, has been designated as off the curve. All that means is, much like every one of your other elective classes that is off the curve, we're not required to give any particular grades. You know what that means. You know the difference between what electives look like that are on the curve versus off the curve. We're off the curve, and so we really don't want anyone to worry about grades. This class is meant to introduce you to something that you're not comfortable with. We know that going in, and we want to bring you up to speed. Whether that means, much like Morgan, who started off as my student, you end up getting your PhD in computer science, or that means that you just have a little bit more literacy. when you read the paper or when you take a case and someone starts to talk about data. This is a class about bringing you up to speed with where the world will be if it already isn't there in the next couple of years. And it's about making you ambassadors for lawyers to this world of technology that lawyers far too often have been dragged kicking and screaming into. So welcome to our class, and we will see you on Monday.